Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives, my book of poetry, history, and a thought for the day, all in one book. You can get it at the website poetrychangeslives.com. Today, I'm talking about a very famous man who lived 2,000 years ago, Julius Caesar. He was born on this day in the year 100 BC. Caesar, of course, his name is still with us today in many forms, and in his own time he was, of course, very famous indeed. He was a highly successful general and a great politician as well. He invaded Britain. He brought the Romans to Britain for the first time in, I think, 55 BC, and he went on to march his army across Europe and brought them back to Rome, in fact, and in doing so started a civil war which ended up with him being in control, in power. He demanded that he be known henceforth as the dictator, and that's the first time such a word was used, though it's quite common these days. Sadly for Julius Caesar, a year after he set himself up in Rome as dictator, his political colleagues in the Senate had enough of this. They wanted to return to the republic and democracy, and so they formed a plot, and Caesar was assassinated in the Roman Senate. He was stabbed many times to death. The whole story is told very well by Shakespeare in his play Julius Caesar, and today I'm going to read a part of the speech by Caesar's main supporter and colleague Marcus Antonius, known in English as Marc Anthony, who, of course, was very distressed when Caesar was assassinated, and he made this wonderful speech beside the murdered body of Caesar in the play. It's a real turning point. It's a masterclass in manipulation, mob manipulation. Marc Anthony starts off sympathizing with the conspirators who assassinated Caesar, but gradually he puts across the idea of sympathy for Caesar and ends up inflaming the mob, which led to, of course, another series of civil wars. Well, this is the beginning of Marc Antony's famous speech, very well known. Here we are. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come not to bury Caesar, but to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred in their bones. So may it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus has told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar suffered for it. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then now to mourn your friend? O judgment, thou art fled to brutish beasts, and men have lost their reason. Bear with me, my heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause till it come back to me. He then, of course, shows the mob his sadness and emotion before starting to turn them into an angry rabble that sets out to do justice for the murdered of Caesar. Today I ask that I will not allow my ambition to influence the choices that I make every day. Thank you for listening.